Would simultaneously click the coin hanging from the condemned's neck clatter to the ground. As many candidates must have realized by now, this game provides its contestants many ways to obtain those precious coins. You can gain them by competing in battles in some special rooms, or, another candidate has attained some coins. Despite the host's energetic voice, we couldn't help but be disturbed by what Hong Lu said. The condemned of Hong Yuan. What was the implication of that particular choice of denomination, Hong Lu? Years ago, the others have told me only of many old fables and legends. And a rooster's crest is grafted over the visage, a goat's hooves move beneath the legs, and an elder's tree branch extends from the arms. Thus, closer Dong Yuan grows to boundless entity. Endless eternity. Experiments regarding the expansion of the bolus technique, is it? I haven't seen it myself, but I once heard that there is a laboratory beneath that even the basements of Dongguanyan, built to research secretive and valuable boluses. They experimented on these prisoners. It's not exactly a unique practice among wings. I believe that the smallest speck of greed lies at the origin of all misfortune. I do not believe that the definition of immortality that Hong Yuan originally sought is the same as the one they seek now. What took you so long, Big Bro Value? Sorry, the EMU's experiments went on longer than planned. I'm sorry, huh? That's so cool, I want to see what they do in there. No fair, why are you the only one who gets to go in there, big bro? I'm a fast learner too. I'm not going in there to learn anything. Then how come? I don't know, I'm just there to watch. It's weird, it's not like you have to work for anything like we do to live in a nice life, bro. Maybe it's because you're the precious jade of our family. Oh, now you give him a child appearance. Why was he the same age in the last one? Jihoan, why does he even look younger now? I thought he was the older brother. Did they use the wrong model? Like, what? Jihoan, I told you not to say stuff like that, didn't I? I want to see what new moves I learned yesterday. What? Sorry, I won't do that again. Anyway, today we're going to play a ball game. Here's how it works. We're going to start by kicking this ball at each other, and the one who lasts the longest without dropping the ball wins. What's the point of playing a game like that? Huh? Because it's fun, duh. I want to play a bolus making game. Gather a bunch of sand and pebbles and leaves and seeds to make a bolus, and then the best bolus wins. No can do. Remember, I'm from the Lin family, and you guys are from the Jia family. Children of those noble families shouldn't play a nerdy game like that. Big bro. Oh. Bro, wanna come play with us? Little hon. I'm sorry, but as much as I would like to join you, in that very serious game of yours, I don't think she'll let me play. Daiyo's gonna give you both you and me an earful about the rules if you drag me into the game, isn't that right? Jihoan, you're trying to pull out of the game, aren't you? I thought you were Jihoan. And tomorrow we'll play whatever Big Bro Baoyu's favorite game is. How's that for a plan, huh? I'm good with anything, really. But what do you want? Here's some homework for you. When we meet tomorrow, you better have come up with something you like, okay? I understand that I may be letting the impatience get the better of me, but how certain are you that the plan regarding the 13th branch of the Heisho Pack Have I ever let you down? Ultimately, a family's power comes from the Heisho they wield. Yet ever since the olden days, there have been but 12 branches of them, which is what maintains the stalemate between the great families. Yes, the Heisho are the shadows of Dongguanyon, its most dexterous and capable limbs, yet they have their failings. An immense physical cost follow their explosive strength. So cow, dragon, I believe that's rooster. I can't tell from the silhouette which that one is. It might be the snake. Even if you wield a Heisho pack, it is difficult to expand their numbers, as their population is strictly controlled by the Heisho Jairen of each branch. Indeed, no one could even attempt to create a new branch, for the Heisho Jairen have concealed their unique bolus recipes. Yet I am wise in the ways of the bolus making and armed with Jiren's insight, with help from the Kong family. This is certainly a viable endeavor. The Kong family once led the forefront of the city in these medical sciences with your bioengineering achievements, and now you must know your family's place in the city is quite precarious. There have been developments for easier treatments, better modifications, superior singularities are rising from all corners of the city. At first, there were only subjects of study and research, but through various applications, many of them are now entering the stages of mass commercialization. H-Corp will fall by the ways of the current trend continues, and one day it may even decline to fall the prey to the War of the Wings. So are they even kind of referencing K-Corps? Because K-Corps is also like a healing, which also, this entire thing explains why Hong Lu was the only one with a K-Corp direct ID. Hongguan hides many of its valuable secrets, as they often pass down from generation to generation. Certain areas within the territory even lead into the ruins as well. Many wings even consider us a treasure chest to be cracked open. For the city to fear Hongguan, to fear the Kong family, you must wield absolute power. Power that perhaps a new branch of Heisho with mass production capabilities could provide. Would you keep this a secret from my wife? I would like this experiment success to be a happy surprise for her. In truth, we received news from the doctors that we have managed to conceive a child. Thus, if we were to coincide that event with our discovery of this auspicious path toward that was once considered an impossibility, would it not be a happy cause for all of Dongguanyon? No, Hongguan, to rejoice. If you require any assistance, materials, or people, simply say the word, and us Kong family shall provide. And shall we let this be a secret between you and me? Duly noted. I will prepare a special bolus to celebrate the birth of a new life. This seems to be a good time to return home for the day, little Bellew. Grandma, why do you look so happy today? The doltish fish have snagged the bait I have been preparing for a long time. Oh, shit. Yep, yep, okay, yep. As assumed, so it shall be. She's setting them up. My offer must have been far too tantalizing for them to simply let it pass. The Kong family's pretentious overconfidence remains a marker of their bloodline. They have done well hiding it underneath the veil of generosity, but one's nature cannot be overcome. Now let us hurry. The revered Jiren waits for us. Linda Yu has peered into the memory as well as the rest of us. The ball game. She fell into a brief contemplative silence as she seemed to recall a long-forgotten memory. I remember you You won that game. I remember it because it was the first time you ever beat me in a game of physicality. I remember being covered head to toe in sand. I remember Ji-hwan whining about the little scratch on his hand. So we did. Honglu muttered as though he was talking about something that happened an eternity ago. Dayu shook her head, shaking herself from the reminiscence. The 13th Taisho branch. What is it? This has to do with a taboo, doesn't it? Do you? Much time has passed since then, but no matter what question you ask me, no matter what reply I give, it will not be the answer you want. That is not up for you to decide. You will never find what you seek. So why even try to gain it, and for what? That is why I always replied that your questions were such meaningless inquiries. That is why I do no more than observe. Honglu, are you okay with seeing all these memories? Honglu tilted his head to the side curiously as though he couldn't understand why I asked such a question. I don't think it's a matter of whether I am okay with it or not. It just feels unfamiliar. It wasn't a memory I wanted to forget, nor was it a memory I wanted to recall anyway. The emotions I felt then feel so distant from me now. I feel like I'm looking down at them from somewhere so high up. So I don't know what to say to a question like, "Are you okay?" Because I have nothing more to change. It may be gathered from Honglu's memories. It was GMU who first made the suggestion of researching the 13th Taisho branch. However, it also appeared that the desire was mutually shared by the Kong family as well. Yeah, but it didn't seem like they were driven mad with greed like the plaque suggested. They certainly had ambition, I won't deny that, but still. Right? I know I only have this vague feeling to go on, but it seemed like they really wished the best for Hong Yuan. What I have come to realize in my almost 30 years of life in here is that it is exceedingly rare to find a leader who is generous in both character and temper. Most refuse to give anyone other than themselves a chance. Everyone's so blinded to everything but their immediate profit and interest. But the people of the Kong family, at least the ones I remember, sought to give others a chance at the very least. It was only by their support that our Lin family, formerly so insignificant, could become a family of guards because they prioritized selection by merit, not by nobility of their births. But once the Kong family was eradicated, every family other than the four pillars lost any means of upward mobility. So when I heard that they were simply gone, all because they were blinded by greed, it felt as though I was just a child then, but I vividly remember that crushing feeling. It was devastation, because I no longer had any place to return to. Man, you've been dealt a heavy hand. It must have been hard out here, rather. Regardless of these revelations, however, the family hierarchy war was still ongoing. So with Gregor's succinct words of consolation, we moved on from the area, away from the rising walls. I only have 12. I haven't even gotten to 15 yet. There are several talismans glued to the wall. I feel the wind blowing through the barely visible cracks on the wall. Seems like there's something on the other side. Maybe there's a hidden passageway here. Senators take a moment to investigate the room, find a wall with conspicuously arranged talismans of different colors. Looks like we have to peel these talismans in the correct order. Should we try peeling the talismans? Something written on the blue talisman to the west. Looks like it's indicating that this is the first talisman to be removed. When I remove the talisman, the wall begins to shake. Which one should I remove next? North is the red. I remove the red talisman in the north. The wall all now shaking with greater intensity. Which one should I peel next? Center. Move the yellow talisman in the center. The walls are now shaking with greater intensity. East is the white. Move the white talisman to the east. The wall begins shaking like they're about to crumble any minute. There's just one more talisman to peel. South. Find some twinkling coins strewn about the debris. Ooh! New path on the map. That's like skipping like these two. I don't want to do that. Wait, what's this fight? Back to the Blunt Pierce.
타겟 포착 1시간.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지. 그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 적합한 조치였습니다.
Starting to be a little bit concerned about the wrath. I have like no wrath.
이건 예상 못했나 봐. 완성되었나?
대검의 머리가 뜨개지지 않았어.
The enemy must be GW and his clan, right? I got separated from my faction and the wall suddenly burst from the ground. Some are still with me, but I don't think I'll get very far like this. Can you help me find where the rest of my faction is? If you help me out today, I'll look out for you when I become the family hierarch. Come on, man, help me out. This guy's pretty annoying, but we don't have any reason to pick a fight with him. When we don't know how many fights we've got ahead of us, it's not like he's being aggressive. Instead of starting a fight, I hand him an entry card. I also pick up something like that, but it turns out to be pretty useless. Here's hoping this one will be better. Well, I guess I'll exchange your card for mine. Toss it or keep it, up to you. Oh, I also picked up this weird bolus from another candidate. Seems fishy to me, but I guess I'll let you take it. Well, that's all. Hey, I won't go easy on you the next time we meet, so watch yourself. Turn in one ally. Ooh! I'll take that. Broken and battered red entry card appears to open a door somewhere. That's one. Same group. I think I need to use a heal.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해 보죠. 라테. 하던 대로 해보. 보십시오. 사격 개시.
Or I might need to. I don't know how well that works,
그렇게
because
시원하게 처리해.
I think my only heal ego right now is on someone who's not in the main party. Slash. I'm pretty sure the only one who does have one is Roja, and I don't think it heals her.
이건 예상 못했나. 깔끔하게 물었군.
단순해서 좋군. 9번 수.
Never mind, Roja. Did I put your new one?
좋은 성과를 갖고
I did not.
달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해.
I forgot to put your new one. Yeah, dude.
목을 콱 물어버리자고. 놀랐어?
감각 하나만 수강자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군. 이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는
I mean, we are dominating, so I guess I shouldn't be too concerned.
목을 콱 물어버리자고. 컷.
Wow, that almost felt like a waste of a level 3.
한 점만 노린다. 깔끔한 헤드.
Shit! Oh,
히스크리프 지금
공격 지원한다.
God, the full stop is so stupid.
최선의 방어를. 대검의 머리가
나라도
쪼개지지 않아.
그렇게 했을 테지.
태연의
이만하면 훌륭하군요.
가치 없고 죽어라.
I'm sorry, someone jumped to 42? In the time I got through a fight? Of course it's Yukui. Okay, you probably are gonna end up being the winner. I didn't expect the huge leaps, but I'm assuming he's also taking out people who are in the high ranks as well. Enter a new room, see a bound prisoner next to a bolus on the table. There we see a candidate standing around as though they've been waiting for someone to arrive. Ah, we now have enough people for this special game to commence. Let's observe it well. As a bolus currently in development here at H Corp, it is yet to be commercialized for mass market use. Apparently it can help restore your vitality once taken, but let's see how true it is, shall we? Do you think it is indeed a successful new product, or is it a failure? Here, now's the time to place your bets with your coins. Guess it is a success or a failure. The candidate who gets this question right gains all the coins in the pool. The other candidate bets on success. How many coins should you wager? He drops to the floor unconscious after writhing and rashing around for a minute. While the candidate who's bet on it placing a success must submit their coins. Oh, cool. Free money. One speaks a hollow lamentation, the other yearns for an empty desire. One is a moon on the water's surface, a reflection, and the other is a blossom's image in a mirror. Flowers have bloomed all over the bodies of the prisoners. I don't see any movement. Looks like they're all dead. These flowers possess the augmentation qualities of H Corp. They will most likely provide some advantage in the battles to come. Which flower should we pick? Lotus? I picked the lotus flower. The flower transforms into a small bowl so the other flowers blossom in the mirror. Let the prisoners rest in peace. We move on after paying our respects to the dead. Turn and heal 5% of HP for one ally with the least HP percentage, rounded down. Ooh. Flower in the mirror. Every turn start inflict 3 rupture potency plus 1 rupture. Counter all allies without rupture. Saving? Oh, you look fun. Slash. Okay. Slash gluttony and pride.
이 경로는 숨어도 나쁘지 않군 거래.
There's someone here. Damn it. Had to run into a different candidate now of all times. She's Queen Shan of the Wang family. You're hurt. Who did this? Jiaqui. I barely escaped him. Why did he have to come back? Disappearing from Hong Yuan like that after investigating the annihilation of the Kong family, I thought he'd never return. So why now? He took almost all of my coins. Was he carrying many? Yeah. To the point where he was running out of space to carry them. That's not good. Yeah, about you? We've sacrificed so much of ourselves just for this day. Just for the family hierarch war. Meanwhile, you could have continued to live large outside Hong Yuan, so why? What are you even doing here? What more could you possibly want? Please give me those coins, please. Come on, you don't even care about becoming the hierarch. It's not like someone like you do anything with all that power. You're not wrong, but I'm sorry I don't think I can give you my coins. That's it. Listen up, rich boy. If some sod thinks they're smart prattling on about shite like that, you stop apologizing to him ever. You let a club like this do the talking instead. Using a club would only grow the resentment in her heart. But at least it'll make you feel better. I never needed to feel better. Then I swear I'll use what remains of my clan to take what is yours. See about you and seize my opportunity once again. Because I'm going to survive no matter what. If you insist on drinking that poison chalice, then we have no choice. Wang Qinshan stumbled to her trembling feet, weapon in hand. Okay, if that's what you'd like to do. I beheld 2 different eyes, one of Hong Lu's, who was willing to let the flow carry him all the way, and the other, Lin Daiyu, swirling in a kaleidoscope of emotions. I feel like you should be further, even lower health, to reflect the fact that you've literally been beaten by who is presumably a final boss.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
끊기.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
Hey, Maru.
단순해서 좋건 9번 수감자. 물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지.
Actually, not good for you that most of your friends are in a defense, because that just gives me opportunity to
목을 콱
defeat
물어버리자고.
you before they're even finished.
아직 죽지 마라.
살을 베어내고 그래 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
Oh, they fled.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 단 적합한 조치였습니다.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 멀겠지만.
그 삶의 마침표를
대성공이야.
지금
다른 신나. 노래 부를까? 우와, 카론도 깜짝.
Okay, you're neutral there.
된다면 사오를 건다.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
씨알도 안 먹히는 방식으로
놀랐어?
싸워놓고 실거리는 상황이 다 좋게 좋게 넘어가나. 6번 수감자.
타겟 포착. 잠시 방향. 사선이 비었어요.
홍로 지원한다.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
Oof. Think of you or getting staggered.
놀랐어?
먼저 빠진다. 간당.
Oh, I have substitute.
목숨줄만 붙어 있군.
Uh-oh.
곧 끝장낼 수 있을 것 같은데. 소감자들로 효율적인 마무리를 명령하시겠지요, 단테.
헤어내리.
Okay, good. I got what I wanted. I aimed for a stagger.
미끼가 배고파했어.
Oh, look, he's back.
그치?
타겟 포착. 1시 방향.
항상 지켜보고 있었지. 모든 업은 다시 돌아.
Kinda hoping this does enough to throw you over the edge with a stagger, but I don't think it will.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Whew.
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
헤어내리.
Oh shit.
상정웨이의 공격이었으니 이것까지 당신 탓을 할 순 없겠군요. 설마
Well, let's see
알고
if
먹게 하진 않았어.
I make it past this fight.
헤어내리. 불쌍하게 울부짖는군.
You were like an inch away from that.
색색이 황홀하고 아예 기억 못하게 하려는 이 길이구려.
Which only makes it more annoying that you even got most of my stairs taken out.
그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
나무와 함께 베어 넘겨드리죠.
We took Wang Qingshan's remaining coins.
수는 얼마 되지 않지만 그래도 뭐
Well, that's not a lot of coins, but hey, it's still...
이대로 아무 역할도
If I fail here miserably, having accomplished nothing, they might kill me when I get home.
뭐라도
I have to do something, anything to be a proud sister to my little siblings.
계속하죠.
Come on, let's leave her and keep moving. It's not like getting eliminated is an instant death sentence. You don't understand, Giavallu. You've done nothing but watch all your life as this fight defined our entire lives.
맞아요.
No, I don't understand.
앞으로도 그럴 거고.
And I never will. Without a reply, she shambled out to the hallways weeping. So all that passivity and talk about not getting angry wasn't because you're a nice guy, huh?
생각했던 것보다 어려운
You're more difficult than I thought, Honglu. Am I?
공간이 줄어들면서
It's getting more and more
점점 다른 후보자들을 만나는
likely that we'll be running into other candidates as the space around us shrinks. Yeah, and another thing, it's getting clearer every second that the biggest threat to us now continues to be Jia Koi.
최대한 마주치지 않기를.
Let's hope we never run into that guy. Ooh, shoot. That's it. We've had our 12th elimination. Yeah, then all the mediocre candidates must have been eliminated by now. The remaining ones gotta be a tough bunch. Anyways, there's certainly a lot of posters around the lab here. They were going to present the research to the public, huh?
네.
Yes, they were. Phew, typical. I guess researchers can't help but showing off their achievements, huh? Well, too bad the sweepers and claws tore through everything. Even the posters hanging on them. Wait a minute. Why are these posters untouched? They did not destroy the posters. Once they are put to task, they are extremely thorough with erasing any evidence of the taboo ever having existed. But the fact that these posters remain would lead to the conclusion that the experiment advertised on the posters is an entirely different one from the experiment that broke the taboo. What? Then how? Simple.
이 실험은
This experiment is unrelated to the annihilation of the Kong family.
가모라는 사람은
Then this GMU must have prepared an entirely separate experiment using the Kong family's support with an escape plan just for herself, too.
기억이 나요.
I remember those posters.
날이 다가올수록
And how excited everyone was with the closer we got to the presentation.
가가 만드는
Boluses made by the Kong family always performed beyond everyone's expectations, after all.
그런데 카모님, 왜 보옥도련님을 계속 이곳에 데리고 오는 겁니까?
Where have I seen purple hair before? Venerable GMU, may I ask why you continue to bring young Master Baoyu to this place?
이렇게 어린 나이면
I don't think he is even old enough to understand what these experiments are for. Not to mention, it must be quite troublesome for you.
당연한 걸 묻는구나.
You ask a question with an obvious answer.
이 실험은
The experiment will define the destiny of the Hongyuan itself. It is only right that the Jade of Dongguanyan is here to witness such a great undertaking. I see.
그런데 보옥도련님은
Now that I'm looking at young Master Baoyu,
웃지를
he
않으시고
is not much of a smiler, is he?
가문의 귀중한 옥인데
He'd look much better with a smile on his face. He's the precious jade of the family, after all.
그저 존재하는
His existence itself is precious. The jade shall shine when the time is right.
다 내가 신경
In the meantime, draw your focus entirely to the experiment.
무슨 말씀인지 알겠습니다.
Right, I see what you mean.
실험이 아니라.
Not this experiment, but the experiment.
그러고 보니 이제 정말
That reminds me that we really don't have much time. They say that every clan under the Kong family is quite excited about the announcement.
그래.
Yes, indeed, the time is nigh.
이제 뭐야?
The time is nigh indeed. Might only apply to the first and 8th deployed identities. After attack of the target is defeated, gain 2 poise potency. Okay, this makes me think I should put Hong Lu in 1 and then Heath in 8. there's not a fight here. Okay, the end of the game is nigh. The stage shrinks once again. Looks like today's cardio day. Looks like today's cardio day for everyone, huh? It shrinks and now it has corralled the contestants to a floor below to the basements. Things are really going to get interesting from here on out. So don't take your eyes off the spectacle. This place looks even more deserted than the upstairs. This looks like just another lab, but I wonder what they did down here. A notable difference is that there is nothing left in here. That is correct observation. This is where it must have begun. Everything that was connected to the taboo. The number of remaining candidates is still shrinking. We need only collect the coins. Do not lose sight of our mission, no matter what. Otis gave us a consistent and constant stream of encouragement as we move from room to room. Can I get a heal note? Yay! I live! Whew. Okay. This is a mix-up. But this also might be where I pause for the night. To window.
다리 기울었다.
I've already maxed. Did I don't know if, I guess maybe it wouldn't have unlocked yet. Okay, clear 820. Which means getting through the whole dungeon. Okay. Oh yeah. Considering what it is, I might as well do that. Okay. Progress has been made. I'm overall happy that the dungeon is in this midsection, because I do think they were looking to change things up in chapter Canto VI with he's not having one, and I think that was one of many big negatives I had for that chapter. But this one being in the middle is super interesting. Something I even mentioned, which I don't even know if I cut it out, but I feel like I still included some mention of wanting them to do, if they wanted to do a mix-up, doing it in the middle, doing it at different points would allow that. Though I think it does lean into something that I'm encountering, which is the only downside being my units are still not in level because it's only been a week. But overall, happy. I'm very excited with how this is turning out. I don't think I've hit anything that makes me like in tears, but I think part of it is just Hung Lu's reaction to everything is just so calm. Like, my anticipation is waiting for him to break, and I don't know if he will, but I think it's gonna be the reveal of whatever broke him. And I think it's gonna be something with Dayu. I think it's gonna be something with Kui. And I don't know. It could even be something with Bao Chai. Like, I would really love for Gyokui to be like this red herring of he is posed to be the biggest threat, he is being pushed up as the biggest threat, but someone else will kind of swoop in and usurp that threat. Bao Chai is one. Her brother is another. Jia Yuan. I am so confused as well, because they had like another young brother. Jia Yuan. Was it Huang? No, wait. Nah, that's someone else entirely. I need Google. Yeah. Jia Yuan. But they called the kid Jia Yuan. So that almost confuses me more. Jichun. Unless I put the wrong name for somebody? But that doesn't seem to be the case. Or unless the actual older individual we saw, which would make more sense because the person who looked like Ji Huan in that flashback earlier, I'm wondering if that was actually Jia Kui, because he looks older, like much older. So I almost want to say maybe he is of a higher. He is actually the one who looked like another, who looked like Jia Huan. They haven't really played into it, but they could entirely do this as well, because Jia Kui is a relative. He was a Kong. Ji Huan is based off of Hong Lu's actual half-brother, so could be there is an additional connection of Kong lineage between those two as well. So yeah, they share a father. So could be Jia Huan has a mother. It's very confusing that they had a scene where he looked older, and then another scene where there's a Jia Huan who's younger. So, I don't know. I'm confused. Hurts my brain. I have to think about it more later, when all the pieces are put together. Or maybe there will be another flashback that will show the little version and the older version. There was something about cloning too, which leads into that other realm of possibility of one's a duplicate. Granted, that was also a taboo, so more questions, no answers quite yet. Anyway, call it. Let me go. Need to stop my brain from trying to think of more theories. And be back for more. Hopefully I don't get this split too much, but I will probably be 1 to 2 more depending. I'm assuming probably 2 to 3 actually. But all depends on how much time I can devote the next couple days. Anyway, night y'all. Have a good one.